From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 for Tuesday, December 13th. We're going to have more cloud cover today. It's going to build back in as our day goes on. Temperatures will stay above average, with numbers getting into the mid-40s again, so that's some good news. Winds will be a little breezy. Tonight is when the rain is going to move into the state. It's going to be a little widespread by the overnight hours into early tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, and heavy rainfall is possible as well. So the kiddos might need some rain gear over their winter coats in the morning. And over some objections, the Lebanon City Council approves an annexation plan that will grow the size of the city by 50%. It's for a project to turn Boone County farmland into a high-tech business park. About 5,200 acres could be impacted. That's 8 square miles that this Lebanon City Council approved to annex last night. Not everyone is happy about the move. A group called Boone County Preservation has rallied against the project. About 20 people spoke out against the annexation last night at the Lebanon City Council meeting. It is mostly farmland that will be turned into the LEAP High-Tech Business Park under development by the state and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation. The project comes on the heels of the Eli Lilly and Company industrial project in the area, and some people who live there want the city to slow the expansion. Some farmers say they're concerned with the expansiveness of the project and that there is little information on what companies will be using the space. The city's mayor says the project is a positive for Boone County in terms of tax growth. The new business park will be eligible to use city services such as fire, police, and city water. The Perry Township School Board unanimously supports a plan to reshape the district to fix a bus driver shortage. The board approved the second of 4 models offered to parents and families last night. The proposal establishes new elementary school boundaries and ends the township's choice program. The district says this will cut down the number of bus routes. The plan also allows intra-district transfers if there's room, but those parents must provide their own transportation. Superintendent Pat Mapes says if transfer students are in good standing, they'll be considered first for available slots within the boundary. Several parents and students criticize the plan, including an 8-year-old who says cancer kept her away from school, so she doesn't want redistricting to do the same. The district says the plan will start for the 23-24 school year. Protesters say they are not backing down after the newly selected CEO of the library decided not to take the job. Talking about the Indianapolis Public Library here, Dr. Gabriel Morley was selected by the board last week after an extensive search. He declined the job a few days later following immediate pushback and outrage that he was selected over interim CEO Nichelle Hayes. Hayes had been leading the library system since March. Protesters gathered on the steps of the Central Library branch last night, chanting for Hayes to be made CEO. They say they don't understand why an outsider was picked instead of somebody with deep ties to the community. With Hayes' interim period over, the library board president says the chief public services officer will now serve as acting CEO. Supporters say they plan to pack the next board meeting happening December 19th and hope the board calls for a resolution naming Nichelle Hayes CEO. The field of candidates for governor is growing. Senator Mike Braun is officially launching his campaign, adding to a growing list of Republican hopefuls. Braun served 2 terms in the state house before going to Washington in 2018. As he did in his Senate run, Braun describes himself as a political outsider. Braun's move came hours after Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch released her first campaign ad and filed paperwork for a campaign committee. Fort Wayne businessman Eric Doden was the first Republican to announce a bid. He is a former aide to Mike Pence. So far, no Democrats have launched a campaign. Former state school superintendent Jennifer McCormick and Hammond Mayor Tom McDermott have said they are considering a run. And we had breaking news this morning. Inflation is easing. The Consumer Price Index shows inflation slowed to 7.1% between last November and last month. The year-to-year number was 7.7% in October. 5th straight slowdown. Is it enough to change the course of the Federal Reserve, which has been boosting interest rates to slow inflation and the risk of reversing the economy? That's the question. The Fed is looking poised to boost its benchmark rate for a 7th time this year. Tomorrow, analysis, they're hoping that it is a slower rate. Experts are hoping, and traders are hoping that the increase is just at 0.5 point. So we will wait and see what the Federal Reserve has in store for tomorrow, and we'll certainly update you with those numbers. And also breaking this morning, the founder of failed cryptocurrency exchange FTX is now charged with defrauding investors. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission filed the complaint this morning. It accuses Sam Bankman-Fried of raising more than $1.8 billion from investors by promoting FTX as a safe platform for trading crypto. The SEC says Bankman-Fried also misused customer funds to cover bad investments. Authorities in the Bahamas arrested Bankman-Fried yesterday at the request of the U.S. government. Bankman-Fried was scheduled to testify in front of the House Financial Services Committee today. Instead, federal prosecutors are likely to detail separate charges against him. And the man charged in the Delphi murders will get a chance to privately request more public money for his defense. The judge issued an order yesterday for a hearing with Richard Allen that would be closed to the public and without prosecutors. Allen wants public funding for defense experts and investigations. He argued a public hearing would have forced his team to reveal its defense theories. Allen is facing 2 counts of murder for the 2017 deaths of Abby Williams and Libby German. He has publicly maintained his innocence. A man known for making Central Indiana laugh says someone tried to kill him. Ron Sexton is a regular on the Bob and Tom radio show. His signature character is Donnie Baker. Sexton says his girlfriend's former partner shot up Sexton's rental car as he was driving over the weekend. Police say it happened at about 2 o'clock Sunday morning near the Lowe's store at 82nd and Shadeland. Sexton says the gunfire left several bullet holes in his car. He also says it was not the first confrontation with the man. Sexton claims the man also assaulted him during a public appearance at a golf outing. The police report indicates investigators know who the suspect is, but they are not releasing his name at this point. And breaking news out of college football. Mississippi State football coach Mike Leach has died. The school confirms the news. Leach went to the hospital from his home earlier this week and was soon reported to be in grave condition. He coached at Texas Tech, Washington State, and Mississippi State, building a strong record of winning. Some controversies over treatment of players and a constant source of humor in his rambling responses to reporter questions. In one sideline interview, he gave a passionate defense of candy corn, gummy worms, and Almond Joy as the best Halloween candies. He was 61 years old. Community Health is reinstating its mask mandate at all hospitals. The health network made the announcement yesterday. Company leaders say it's because the hospital is filling up with COVID-19, flu, and RSV patients. As we've reported, Community Health also added new visitor restrictions last week to combat the growing number of respiratory illnesses. A new report shows a drop in hate crime reports in the state last year. The report comes from the FBI and shows 132 reports of hate and bias crime incidents in 2021, down from 186 in 2020. It's based off numbers submitted by Indiana law enforcement agencies. The report says 60% of the incidents were based on race, ethnicity, or ancestry. The most common bias cited was anti-Black or African American. According to the FBI, there were more than 7,000 hate crime incidents across the country in 2021. Taylor Swift fans will get another crack at concert tickets. Ticketmaster says it has more seats to release and will set up a sale for verified fans. The plan is to send out invitations sometime in the next week and a half. Ticketmaster also issued a new apology for the chaos surrounding the first round of sales, which left many fans frustrated and ticketless. And Wish TV is proud to, again this year, team up with the U.S. Marines and Toys for Tots program. And we want your help as well. You can donate new unwrapped toys for children up to the age of 14 or donate money to help buy toys. Just go to wishtv.com. There is a link to donate and a full list of sponsor locations where you can drop off toys. So make sure you do that. The last day to drop off toys is Thursday and to make those donations. We'd really appreciate it. We know all those children who might otherwise not have anything for Christmas this year would as well. This has been your News 8 Daily for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway. Online at wishtv.com and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update on demand for even more on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.